Hello and welcome back to day 7, I believe it is, of just going through the Bible. Again, back on King James Version, still in Genesis. I'm in 2017. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but we're going to figure it out all together, okay? So last time we left off, we're talking about, let's see, Abraham and his and Hagar. So I'm going to just start at verse 20, and I'm going to work my way down from there. Okay. And God was with the lad, and he grew and dwelt in the wilderness, and became an archer. And he dwelt in the wilderness of Paran, and his mother took him a wife out of the land of Egypt. And it came to pass that with time that Amalek and Pishol, the chief captain of his lost, spake unto Abraham, saying, God is with thee in all thou doest. So I guess he's always with him. So that's good. Now therefore swear unto me here by God, and thou wilt not deal falsely with me, nor with my son, nor with my son's son, but according to the kindness that I have done unto thee, thou shalt do unto me, and to the land wherein thou hast sojourned. So he just wants him to be kind. It looks like he just wants him to be kind and, do what he needs to do, because he was as kind to him. So he wants to be kind back. And Abraham said, I will swear. And Abraham reproved Amalek because of a well of water which Amalek's servants had violently taken away. And Amalek said, I wot not who hath done this thing, neither didst thou tell me, neither yet heard I of it, but today. So he didn't hear that they took it, but on that day. And Abraham took sheep and oxen and gave them unto Amalek, and both of them made a covenant. And Abraham set seven ewe lambs of the flock by themselves. And Amalek said unto Abraham, which mean these 7 ewe lambs which thou hast set by themselves? And he said, for these 7 ewe lambs shall not take of my hand, and that they may be a witness unto me that I have digged this well. So he's using the lambs, I guess, as a way to bear witness to him digging a well. Wherefore he called the place Beersheba, because there they swore both of them. Thus they made a covenant at Beersheba. And Amalek rose up, and Pishol, the chief captain of his host, and they returned into the land of the Philistines. And Abraham planted a grove in Beersheba, and called there on the name of the Lord, the everlasting God. And Abraham sojourned to the Philistines' land many days. And it came to pass at these things that God did tempt Abraham, and said unto him, Abraham, he said, behold, here I am. And he said, take now thy son, thine only son Isaac, whom thou lovest, and give thee unto the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon the mountains, which I will tell thee of. And Abraham rose up early in the morning, and saddled his ass, and took 2 of his young men with him, and Isaac his son, and the clave of the wood for the burnt offering, and rose up, and went to the place which God had told him. Then on the 3rd day Abraham lifted up his eyes, and saw the place afar off. And Abraham said unto this young men, abide ye here with this ass, and I the lad will go yonder and worship, and come again to you. And Abraham took to the wood of the burnt offering, and laid it upon Isaac his son, and he took the fire in his hand, and a knife, and they both went of them together. And Isaac spake unto Abraham his father, and said, my father. And he said, here am I, my son. And he said, behold the fire, and the wood, but where is the lamb for a burnt offering? And Abraham said, my son, God will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they both of them together. And they came to the place which God had told him of. And Abraham built an altar there, and laid in the wood in order, and bound Isaac his son, and laid him on the altar upon the wood. And Isaac stretched forth his hand, and took the knife to slay his son. So he's going to sacrifice his own son for God. You must believe it that much, good or bad. And the angel of the Lord called unto him out of heaven, and said, Abraham, Abraham. And he said, Here I am. And the God said, Lay not thine hand upon the lad, neither do thou anything unto him. For now I know that thou fearest God, seeing thou hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, from me. So, but right before he was about to dispatch his son, his only son, Isaac, he told him not to. I bet that felt like a breath of fresh. Could you imagine the amount of relief that he felt? And Abraham lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, him a ram caught in a thicket by his horns. And Abraham went and took the ram, and offered him up for a burnt offering in the stead of his son. And Abraham called the name of that place Jehovah-Jireh, as it said to this day, In the mount of the Lord shall it be seen. And the angel of the Lord called unto Abraham out of heaven the second time. So, what I'm saying is like all this is just a test. It's just tests to test faith and test how much you trust in the Lord. And said, By myself I have sworn, saith the Lord, for because thou hast done this thing, and hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, that in blessing I shall bless thee, in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of the heaven, and as the sand which is upon the seashore, and thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies. And in thy seed shall all nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast obeyed my voice. So every time he tests you, and you do what he says, he rewards. God rewards. That's what I'm getting out of this. And he's rewards in plentiful. So all the rewards are good. So Abraham returned unto his young men, and they rose up and went together to Beersheba, and Abraham dwelt at Beersheba. And it became to pass after these things that it was told Abraham, saying, Behold, Miklah, she has also borne children unto thy brother Nahor. Huz his firstborn, and Buz his brother, and Cumul the father of Aram, and Chesed, and Hazo. These are a lot of names that I can't pronounce. Fildash, and Jidlaph, and Bethel. And Bethel begat Rebekah. These 8 Michal did bear to Nahor, Abraham's brother. And his concubine, which name was Remuah, she bare also Teba, and Gram, and Thashesh, and Makach. I guess. Again, I could be completely wrong. This is all off the cuff. I have no idea. And Sarah was 107 and 20 years old when these were the years of life of Sarah. And Sarah died in Kiriath Arba, the same as Hebron in the land of Canaan. And Abraham came to the mourn for Sarah, and he wept for her. And Abraham stood up from before his deed, and spake unto his sons of Heth, saying, I am a stranger and a sojourner with you. Give me a possession of a burning place with you, that I may bury my dead out of sight. And the children of Heth answered Abraham, saying unto him, Hear us, my lord. Thou art a mighty prince among us. In choice of our speculars, bury thy dead. None of us shall withhold from thee this specular. I guess it's that would be like a grave. It doesn't even say down here. Okay. but that thou mayest bury thy dead. And Abraham stood up and bowed himself to the people of the land, even to the children of Heth. And he communed with them, saying, If it be in your mind that I should bury my dead out of sight, hear me, and entreat for me for Ephron the son of Zor, that he may give me the cave of Machpelah, which he hath, which is the end of his field. As much money as it is worth, he shall give me for a possession of burying place amongst you. So he's going to sell it. He wants to sell it, he wants to buy it. And Ephron dwelt among the children of Heth, and Ephron and Hittite answered Abraham and the audience of the children of Heth, and even for all that went in the gate of his city, saying, Nay, my lord, hear me. The field give I thee, and the cave that is therein I give it thee. In the presence of the sons of my people I give it thee. Bury thy dead. And Abraham bowed himself before the people of the land, and he spake. So I'm seeing that, well, Abraham could have taken it because he's the king of all lands, but he was willing to pay for it out of showing respect to this person. But the person was like, no, I understand. You can have it. You're a great prince. You're great. And he spake unto Ephron and the audience of the people of the land, saying, But if thou wilt give it, I pray thee, hear me. I will give thee money for the field. Take it of me, and I will bury thy dead there. And Ephron answered Abram, saying unto him, My lord, hearken unto me. The land is worth 400 shekels of silver. That is betwixt me and thee. Bury therefore thy dead. And Abraham hearkened unto Ephron. And Abraham weighed to Ephron the silver, which he had named in the audience of his sons of Heth, 400 shekels of silver, current money with the merchant. And the field of Ephron, which was in Machpelah, I guess, which was before Mamre, the field and the cave which was therein. So he's like, no, I'm going to pay you. No, we're good. I'm going to pay you. That's only right. I only wanted to do this thing because it's right. And all the trees that were in the field, that were in all the borders round about, that were made sure unto Abraham for possession in the presence of the children of Heth, before all that went in at the gate of his city. And after this, Abraham buried Sarah his wife in the cave of the field of Machpelah before Mamre. The same is Hebron in the land of Canaan. And the field and the cave that is therein were made sure unto Abraham for possession of burying place by the sons of Heth. So at the end of the day, Abraham just wanted to bury his wife. He just wanted to make sure that his wife had a forever resting place that wasn't a pauper's grave. And Abraham was old and well stricken in age, and the Lord had blessed Abraham in all things. And Abraham said unto his eldest servant of his house, that ruled over all that he had, Put, I pray thee, thy hand under my thigh, and I will make thee swear by the Lord, the God of heaven and the God of earth, and thou shalt not take a wife unto my son of the daughters of the Canaanites, among whom I dwell. But thou shalt go unto my country, into my kindred, and take a wife unto my son Isaac. And the servant said unto him, Peradventure, the woman will not be willing to follow me into this land. Must I needs bring thy son again into the land from whence thou camest? And Abraham said unto him, Beware that thou bring not my son thither again. The Lord God of heaven, which took me from my father's house and from the land of the kindred, and which spake unto me, that swear unto me, saying, Unto thy seed will I give this land. He shall send his angel before thee, and thou shalt take a wife unto my son from thence. So he's saying, regardless got to do this. And if the woman will not be willing to follow thee, then that shall be clear from this oath. Only bring not my son thither again. So it's like, bring a wife, but if she doesn't want to come, then we're good. It's like you can't force people to do the things, right? And the servant put his hand under the thigh of Abraham his master, and sware to him concerning this matter. And the servant took 10 camels of the camels of his master, and departed. All for the goods of his master were in his hand, and he arose and went to Mesopotamia unto the city of Nahor, and Nahor, and he made his camels to kneel down without the city by a well of water at the time in the evening, even the time that women go out to draw water. And he said, O Lord God of my master Abraham, I pray thee, send me a good speed this day, and shew kindness unto my master Abraham. So he just wanted to, that's great. So he seems like he loves his master so much that he wants to still bless him, even if he give him this almost impossible task. Behold, I stand here by the well of water, and the daughters of men of the city come out to draw water. And let it come to pass that the damsel who I shall say, let down thy pitcher, I pray thee, that I may drink. And she shall say, drink, and I will give thy camels to drink also. Let the same be said that thou hast appointed for thy servant Isaac, and thereby shall I know that thou hast shewed kindness unto thy master. And it came to pass, before he had done speaking, that behold, Rebekah came out, who was born to Bethuel, son of Milcah, the wife of Nahor, Abraham's brother, with her pitcher upon her shoulder. And the damsel was very fair to look upon, a virgin, neither had any man known her. And she went down to the well and filled her pitcher and came up. And the servant ran to meet her and said, Let me pray thee, I drink a little water from thy pitcher. And she said, Drink, my lord. And she hasted and let down the pitcher upon her hand and gave him a drink. And when she had done giving him drink, she said, I will draw water for thy camels also, until they have done drinking. And she hasted and emptied her pitcher into the trough, and ran again into the well to draw water, and drew well for his camels. So Rebecca's nice. She's super nice. She wants to, help, and she's trustworthy, giving the camels water, taking care of the animals. And the man wondering at her held his peace, to wit whether the Lord had made his journey prosperous or not. And it came to pass, as the camels had done drinking, that the man took a golden earring of 1/2 shekel of weight, and 2 bracelets for her hands of 10 shekels weight of gold, and said, Whose daughter art thou? Tell me, I pray thee. Is there room in thy father's house for us to lodge in? And she said unto him, I am the daughter of Bethuel, the son of Milcah, which she bare unto Nahor. She said moreover unto him, We have both straw and provender enough, and room to lodge in. And the man bowed his head and worshipped the Lord. And he said, Blessed be the Lord God of my master Abraham, who hath not left destitute my master of his mercy and his truth. I being in the way, the Lord let me into the house of my master's brethren. And the damsel ran and told them of her mother's house and these things. And Rebekah had a brother, and his name was Laban. And Laban ran out unto the man unto the well. And it came to pass, when he saw the earring and the bracelets upon his sister's hands, and when he heard the words of Rebekah's sister, saying, Thus spake the man unto me, that he came unto the man, and behold, he stood by the camels at the well. And he said, Come in, thou blessed of the Lord, wherefore standest thou without? For I have prepared the house and room for the camels. So, I think right there would be a good stopping point. But what I'm seeing from this is that Rebecca's going to be able to put up Isaac. And they're all kind of interconnected because, you know, it's the time, I guess. All the families, all people were interconnected. But what I'm seeing is Rebecca might be the one that is needed. I guess we'll see you next time. Till then, have a great day. And if you're there, thank you for coming along. Have a good day.